Hi, welcome to the MochaEmpress Oracle and Tarot channel. My name is Renee, and this is a love reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius. So, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're not sure if Aquarius falls into your chart, there's going to be a link provided in the description below so that you can check that information. I know some people, they only know their sun. There are quite a few people that don't know where their moon, rising, or Venus or any other placements are. So the link below will allow you to check that information against your birth date. All you have to do is enter your birth date. If you don't know the time of day that you were born, that's fine. But as long as you know your birth date, the month, day, and time that you were born, month, day, and year that you were born, and you put that information in the year in the on the form on the website, and it'll give you the information as to what your placements are. If you'd like to book a personal reading, if you'd like to donate anything to the channel, if you'd like to donate anything from my Amazon wish list, all that information, all my contact information and methods of payment are located in the description below the video. I ask that you please like and subscribe and share the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, it will give you notifications as to when videos are posted. And also, if you like the video, which I would really greatly appreciate, it makes YouTube understand that people are watching the videos, liking the videos, and then what they do is they put my videos in the traffic that goes on YouTube. So that people, when they search for certain things, my video will pop up. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Today we're going to be using two decks, possibly just one, but the main deck we're going to be using is an oracle deck, which is called Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. And if we have to clarify any of those oracle cards, then we'll use the Tarotorial deck, okay? Okay. Let me turn my phone down because people are trying to. Of course, when I get busy, that's when everybody wants to talk. Let me turn my phone down. Media as well. Alrighty. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards before the video started. What message do you want to provide to Aquarius in love? What messages do you have for Aquarius in love? What messages do you have for Aquarius in love? What message do you have for Aquarius in love? Okay, 3 cards. Card number 46, spend quality time together. Card number 40, be in the present and dream of the future. Card number 21, choose love. Now this energy could be for someone who is already in a relationship. It could be for someone who is in separation from someone, whether that separation is a marriage separation or just a couple that are not married but they're not together right now. This could also mean someone that's single. So single that has someone in mind that they like or they have interest in, or care about or love. This could be future energy for someone, energy that has not happened. So it could be past energy, present energy, future energy, whether it's for a couple or for someone that's single, and all the categories that fall underneath. Okay? Now the first card is saying, spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. It shows two little fairies. They're sitting outside under the moonlight. And they're kissing, holding hands, facing each other. Listen and talk to each other. Communication is very important in a relationship. If you don't know how to talk to someone, if you don't know how to listen to someone, then whatever relationship that you have, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out. It's always going to be in chaos. There's always going to be arguing, miscommunication, misunderstandings. Because if you have two people that are supposed to be together and they're talking at each other and not listening to what the other person is saying, how do you expect it to work? It's not. They're going to break up. They're going to probably repeatedly break up, especially if it's a strong connection where there's a lot of fire and a lot of passion. Fire and passion is good and everything, but it doesn't make a relationship work. There's other things that make the relationship work, like communication, mutual respect for each other, among other things. I'm just looking at this, trying to see how this card is talking to me. They're outside under the moonlight. The moon in the regular tarot, it speaks of illusion. Things might not always be what they appear. They might not seem to be what they really are. There's like some kind of illusion going on, some kind of trickery of the perception, you know? And there may be something about the situation that's trying to talk to your intuition and you're not listening. So it's very important to listen to your intuition. If you're in a relationship and things aren't working out and you find yourselves arguing all the time, it may look good. I mean, yeah, making up and being passionate and being intimate and all that, the sex may be good, but it's not everything. Just because the sex is good doesn't mean the relationship is good. That's where the illusion falls in. People think just because you have good sex with someone that it's going to last and it's a good relationship. No, that's not what that means. It just means y'all have good sex. Y'all know each other's body. You know what turns each other on. That's all that means. There's more to a relationship than sex. There's more to a relationship than intimacy. And I think that's what this moon is trying to say. I'll show it to you. I think that's what this moon is trying to say. See that little face in the moon? It doesn't look, at first you look at it, it just looks like a quarter moon. But then you look closer, you see the little face in the moon. See it? See the little face? The man in the moon? So see, he's not what he appears to be. It's not what it appears to be. At first it looks like an illusion, but you look closer and you'll see the face. So I'll leave that right there. We may have to clarify all of these. Okay. The second card is be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. I'm probably going to go with the book for this one, but you have to, I think this is speaking of being realistic. When it comes to relationships. Because I know some people, when they are in a relationship, they expect so much. They want so bad for their mate, their soulmate, or their significant other to be a certain type of person. Or they expect them to change into something that they want. And it's like, it's not realistic. People are who they are when you meet them. And they don't change just because you want them to. They change because they want to. They're not going to be someone that you dream of right when you meet them. Because let's face it, we all settle. We all settle. Because if you're sitting around waiting for the perfect person, you're going to be waiting for a very, very, very long time. And so the majority of us, we get sick and tired of waiting. So we just settle for who we think is close to the mark of being the perfect person that we want. And then we think they're supposed to change overnight into this white knight, this perfect person. I think this is also speaking to not just love, but things that we want to do in life, things that we want to be, the people that we want to be, the lifestyle that we want to have. We have to realize that some people get things handed to them easily, but that's a very rare occurrence. The majority of people on this planet have to work for what they want. And they have to be realistic about it. They have to be in the present. They can't walk through life in a dream world. They have to be real with themselves. Where's my book? So let me clarify this. Not clarify, but let me read this meaning of this card. Because I think it has like a couple of meanings. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold it up as I read it. It says, avoid dwelling on things that have passed and no longer exist. Everyone has a past that has helped to shape who they are. This history cannot be erased. Accept the past and look forward to the future. Set goals, dream big, and create. By doing this, you will eliminate the need to revisit the past. Having a goal helps you to focus on what is important. Setting a goal with a 1-year time frame is a simple way to live in the present. What would you like to be doing or achieving this time next year? Make it an attainable task and work on your dream every day. Once you have committed to your goal, you will find you are more easily able to reach it. Work consistently toward your dream and you will make steady progress and achieve it much quicker. Okay, see the woman that sits beneath the sky, the nighttime sky, okay, the pyramids and the crystal castle behind her, they represent ideals from the past. The structures, they refer to the past and the things that brought her to this point. The stars in the sky symbolize the higher power that guides her. Humans are made from the same energy that stars are made of. You have the light inside of you, so shine into the darkness and create your dreams. Okay, so that's what that card means. It means, I know this was speaking of your dreams, of making a goal, like say for instance you want to be a famous star on Broadway. Well, that's not going to happen overnight. Just because you sell all your belongings and you move to New York City, that does not mean you're going to become a star on Broadway. See what I mean? That means that you've taken steps towards that goal. So you're going to have to go up there. You're going to have to hone your craft. You're going to have to probably take classes, theater classes, get in good with the theater crowd. Start simple with working backstage at a production on Broadway. Start with a simple or a smaller role in a production on Broadway. You know, work yourself up, work your way up, make goals, but make them attainable, make them realistic. Don't expect yourself to just, you drop yourself and you go to New York and you're this big star as soon as you get there. No, that's not how it works. There's a process and there's steps that you have to take to reach that goal. So basically that's what this is saying. And it doesn't just necessarily mean career-wise or goals like that. It can mean love as well. I mean, you can't just meet somebody and you guys fall in love and get married and have kids and you happily ever after the next day or that following week. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. So you have to be realistic with your goals. You have to make them attainable. And you have to work on them and follow the steps. It's a process. Okay. The third one is choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. And I had this for, I think, two of my other readings, a couple of other readings. But I can't remember the meaning. Let me see. Look. This is a brand new deck, so I'm not really used to it yet. Some of the cards I can just look at and tell what they mean. Others I don't. Okay, basically this one is saying when you go through life, things aren't always going to go the way you want. Things aren't always going to go in a positive path or towards a positive goal, or it's not always going to meet your expectations. Sometimes people are going to throw a lot of bullshit at you, but how you respond is important. It's easy to go out there and get mad and hate and have negative feelings about people that have wronged you, but it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do you any good. All it does is eat you up inside. If you keep holding on to that negative ball, that knot in your chest, all it does is make you a bitter person. It makes you not trust other people. It makes you always weary and leery of starting new relationships. You're just a negative Nancy about everything. You have no trust in anyone. You have no positive expectations, no positive coming out of anything when it comes to other people, being around other people or relationships or anything like that. So you can't let what some person does to you in the past control your future. You can't let that take over your life. You can't let things like that rule how you respond to others in life. All it's going to do is keep you stagnant. You're not going to be able to move forward in life. You're always going to be stuck in a certain spot in your life. Like, say for instance, if someone has a boyfriend or a girlfriend and that person cheats on them really bad and hurts them really bad, and then just leaves them, then they're feeling abandoned. They're feeling betrayed. And then they start thinking, okay, well, this is what's going to happen all the time. I don't trust anybody now. I'll never trust another man. I'll never trust another woman. And so that's how they look. They start looking at relationships, intimate relationships, but they're expecting, to be happy and find a soulmate and get married and have kids and, live happily ever after. Well, they can't do that if they're constantly thinking negative and thinking everyone's a cheater and everyone's going to betray them and everyone's a liar and all this other stuff. They're still stuck. And every relationship that they try to start, it's not going to work out. It's always going to end in a bad breakup because they have no trust. They have not moved. They have not healed from that past hurt. And so they're walking around with this open wound. And everyone that tries to get close to them touches that wound and then they get mad and, they have a negative reaction. And then the next thing you know, they're breaking up with somebody else. They're going through all these boyfriends, all these girlfriends, all these relationships because their wound is still open. It has not healed. So you know how it is when you get a sore or something and you accidentally brush up against something and it hurts. So you can't do anything until that is healed. You can't touch anything. You can't have anything in that area or anything around where that sore is, that wound is, until it's healed up. That's the same thing with people and past relationships, past hurts, transgressions that have been made against them. They can't hold on to that. They have to learn how to forgive and to just let it go. They have to take a breath, center themselves, and just say, okay, I know they screwed me over, but, I have to forgive that person. I have to move on because I want to be happy. I want to find my Mr. Right. I want to find my Mrs. Right. I want to find my king. I want to find my queen. I want to get married and I want to have kids and I want to live happily ever after. You can't hold on to that mess. You have to let that go. Put that in a trash bag, set on the side for the trash man to pick up because you don't need to hold on to it. It's not doing you any good. Okay? Now, I think this second card, I'm going to clarify with some tarot cards, okay? Okay. And I hope you're getting a message from this so far. So far, it's saying that you shouldn't take life for granted. You should spend time. If you're with someone or if you are wanting a relationship with someone, if you have not yet met that someone, just when you do, make sure that you spend quality time with that person. And that means not just sitting around and being intimate and having sex. Anybody can do that. To have a high quality, loving relationship, you guys have to know each other. You have to know things about each other. You have to know what this person is feeling, when they're feeling it, so that you can establish that connection. You can grow that connection with that person, not just the sex connection, but in order to make that connection even stronger, you have to know that person inside and out. I'm not saying like deep, dark secrets or anything like that. No, I mean, you don't have to know that unless they volunteer that information, but it's important that you listen to each other and talk to each other. And maybe that's when people start opening up and they start trusting you and you start trusting them. Is when you learn how to listen to them and you can talk to them And the same for them to you. They can listen to you. They know how to listen to you and talk to you. But this message is also saying that you need to choose love with everything, because walking around with a bunch of hate and negative feelings, it gets you nowhere. You can't accomplish anything with that. Nothing. You're only going to get so far in life, and then you're going to hit a plateau, because if you have not learned how to love and let things go, you're going to just stay right there, and everybody else is going to be moving up. You're going to be like, well, damn, how come I can't find love? How come I can't find, happiness? Because you haven't let all that mess go yet. That's what you need to do. Clarify, be in the present, please. Clarify, be in the present for Aquarius, please. Clarify, be in the present, please. Whoop, thank you. One more, please. Spirit. Clarify, be in the present, please. One more, please. One more, please. Oh! God, put out 10 cards. That's too many cards. That's too many cards. That's too many cards. Come on, Spirit. Just one more, please. Make it plain for me, please. 10, 15 cards fell out. One more, please. I'll pick one off the top. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. We have the Lovers in reverse and Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, the Lovers in reverse, it indicates some kind of loss of balance. It can mean disharmony. It could also mean separation, infidelity. Someone could be experiencing some kind of conflict or pressure in their relationship with either their friends or their lovers or their co-workers or their families, maybe even themselves. Breaking communication. Someone may be avoiding responsibilities. It all has to do with making amends and letting go of the past. That's what it is. Maybe someone in the relationship is still, maybe there was like something that happened, like some kind of infidelity, and someone is still, even though they've gotten back together, someone is still holding on to that, that not trusting, those harsh feelings, that negative, how it made them feel, that distrust, and it's festering, and they haven't dealt with it like they thought they did. So it's making things, it's causing more conflict. Maybe not even an infidelity, maybe just a lie, an act of deceit or something, which caused a separation. And even though maybe they've gotten back together, maybe it's still causing conflict, because the person that was hurt by it has not really dealt with it yet, has not let it go. Even though that was a part of the deal for the two people to come back together, maybe they just said, okay, I forgive you, and they really did not forgive them. They're still holding on to that, because you know how it is when people, things like that happen between them, and then they get back together, and then a fight breaks out, and then it's brought up in the argument. Yeah, that's what this is. So if you really truly love this person, if this is resonating with you, and this situation or similar situation is resonating with you, you need to let it go. Whatever it was that happened, if you're really wanting to work it out with this person and you're really truly in love, and you guys really have this strong connection, and you know, this is my person, this is the one, you need to let that go. You need to let go whatever happened in the past. You need to stop bringing it up in arguments. First of all, y'all need to stop arguing so much. And then secondly, it needs to stop being brought up in arguments. Whatever happened in the past, that happened in the past. So to bring it up now in the present, that's petty. And it's immature. And it only means maybe not something's wrong with that person, but something is the matter with you. If you can't let things like that go, then maybe you shouldn't be in this relationship. Maybe you need time to yourself, more time to yourself in separation. Because all it's doing is hurting that other person. You're intentionally hurting that other person when you bring up things that you said you was going to forgive them for, and you keep bringing it up in arguments. That's not fair. That's not fair, especially if you both agreed you're going to make this work. And you get mad at them for something, and you start bringing up the things that they've done. Come on now. Let's be adults. Okay, now I'm acting like a mother. Let's be adults, okay? If you have this person in your life is really a good person, and they fucked up that one time, and you forgave them, and now y'all back together, and so then y'all, you know, something's going on, and you arguing, and you bring up that thing that they fucked up on. Really? That's to hurt them, because you're still hurting, because you did not let that wound heal. So you need to drop that and let that wound heal. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna get off that because I'm start getting preachy. Okay. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is saying that someone, maybe you, or maybe the other person, someone needs to focus more on healing themselves. And see, that's what I was talking about. Someone needs to focus more on healing themselves. They need to focus more on their spirituality and their emotional and mental health. This is saying, the Queen of Cups is saying your emotions are getting the best of you. And you need to tone that down. You need to pull that back. Because you go off so much. A person can only take so much. So if you keep going off on this person and bringing up the past, they may just pack their bags and say, okay, I'm done, and be done with it. Then where are you going to be? You're going to be even more heartbroken. So, yeah. And this may not resonate with everyone, but for those that it's resonating with, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, and this is clarifying the be in the present and dream of the future. So, yeah, to be in the present and dream of the future. Just like when I was talking about that example of being a big star on Broadway. If you want your relationship to work out, you're going to have to figure out, okay, what are the steps I need to make this work? If that involves getting over some bullshit that y'all went through in the past, then that's what you need to do. You need to focus on getting your stuff together, figuring out how can you forgive this person for the things that they did to you. And they need to do the same. Okay, otherwise you guys are going to be at each other's throats all the time. And it's not going to work. Okay? Okay, I think that's the message. Spirit saying that's all. I don't need to clarify the other cards. Okay, so the message was to spend quality time with each other. Listen. Learn how to listen to each other. Learn how to talk to each other. Okay? There's other things than just the intimacy part. the being sexual part. There's more to a relationship than that. So you're going to have to learn how to listen and talk to each other. If you want, this communication has to be on point. Otherwise, it's just a sex thing. Okay? It's not what you think it is. Whatever crap that you guys went through in the past, whatever turmoil, problems that you guys had in the past, it's in the past. It's back there. You can't turn around and go back and get it. It's back there. And if you said that when you went through this stuff with your mate, with your soulmate, for those this is resonating with, if you went through this with them, then you need to get over it. You need to figure it out. If you're really wanting this to work, you need to stop bringing it up in arguments and fighting over it, because it's causing an imbalance. And like I said, you know, person can only take so much, and then they're out. They're going to move on. You need to learn how to make amends and move on from the past. Okay? And that starts with taking care of yourself. Figuring out, okay, even if it means getting in contact with a counselor and talking over it with a counselor, I would recommend that. Don't go to your friends. Don't go to your mama. Don't go to your best friend or anybody like that. Anybody in the family. No. Keep your family out of it. Talk to a professional counselor, because they are impartial. They're third party. They don't know you from a hole in the wall. They don't know you, so they don't know your business. They know that you've come in for guidance and advice, and that's what they're going to give you. They're going to give you tips on how to deal with stuff like that. They're not going to tell you what to do. They're just going to give you suggestions, and they're going to leave it up to you to follow their advice, follow that guidance. Whereas if you get your family involved, your business is going to be in the streets. Everybody going to have their opinion. They're going to throw in their 2 cents. They're going to be like, girl, what you should do is, because you have cousin over here that ain't happy, ain't had no man in how long, but had all umpteen number of kids, and her relationships always fall through, but she got all this advice. Come on now. Be real. Be realistic. Okay? And I'm not down to people with, children, people, kids, and all this other stuff, but come on. If you trying to get advice from people that are not successful in relationships, really? Really? So, leave it to the professionals. That's all I gotta say. Listen to your intuition and leave it to the professionals. Remember the moon? Listen to your intuition. But yeah, but back to this, if whoever this is resonating with, if you go ahead and you deal with all the stuff that's been in the past, that's happened to you in the past, and you can get past it and move forward with your loved one, with your significant other, with your soulmate, then you guys are you're choosing love. You're choosing love. You're choosing to leave all that crap in the past, to not keep rehashing it. And then your relationship is going to work. Okay? So that's your message, Aquarius. Okay? I love you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions or you just you want to book a personal reading, all that information is located in the description below the video. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Peace, love, and light. Bye.